Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about MacGuffins, not Egg McMuffins, MacGuffins, and as to how it would pertain to using them in crime fiction. So as not to waste your time, I'm going to get right down to it because I know your time is valuable and you want to know what I'm going to teach you today, don't you? Of course, that's why you're here. Anyway, number one, what is a MacGuffin? That's what you might be wondering, because it might sound something like a very weird term. But what to define the term MacGuffin? It is an object, piece of information, or goal that drives the plot. Your reader doesn't necessarily care what that might be, but they do care about who wants it and what they are going to do to get it. In a crime fiction story, the MacGuffin will kick off the investigation or motivate the crimes. Basically, they keep your characters moving. Number two, some common MacGuffins that are used in crime fiction. Writers might not always realize they're using them because, well, they might not be familiar with the term. If you're a newbie, beginner, more experienced might be familiar, but just for all, because I'm here to help, here are some common ones that are used in a crime fiction story. Something like this: a missing USB drive, a classified file, a stolen painting, a mysterious key, well, that's my car key, actually, a witness list, a ledger or notebook, or another flash drive with anything on it, or also the famous suitcase of money or other stuff criminals might want. You know what I mean. 3. The missing something. This is a classic MacGuffin in the crime fiction genre. That is because the absence of something can give more tension than the presence of something. Like a person going missing, not having been seen for hours or days, creates a little more tension, or maybe even far more tension than the just left for work 5 minutes ago, or that key was just here a minute ago, oh there it is, or anything along those lines. Other examples of this could be a missing tool used for crime, missing evidence, missing surveillance footage of the crime. People might want to know what that is. Number 4, MacGuffins versus clues. It is an important distinction between the two, because not everything would be a MacGuffin. The difference is this: a clue has meaning and might help solve the crime. This could be blood splatter or fingerprint evidence. The MacGuffin motivates the action, but might not matter in the end. This could be something like a briefcase that everyone is dying over, but it was never opened for whatever reason. Once something has meaning to the story, it is not really a MacGuffin anymore. Number 5, how they drive crime plots. That could be interesting. Think of it as an engine, not a destination. It will get your police characters moving, put your suspect characters in conflict, and justify dangerous decisions, and create tension and stakes. The object itself doesn't matter. The collision of motives is what's important. An example for crime fiction. Everyone wants this flash drive. Come and get it, buddy. Come and get it. The detective wants it to stop another crime, whatever that may be. The villain wants it to erase evidence. And the witness wants it to sell to make money and, well, other stuff. Number 6, it can reveal character. This is one of the best ways to use a MacGuffin. It reveals the true character and the lengths they will go to so they can achieve their goals. Ask the following questions. Who will lie to get this? Who betrays someone to get this? Who compromises their moral code to get this? Does someone destroy it? Does someone sacrifice it? Wing. To save a life? A crime fiction angle can be something along the lines of a cop's moral code shows up in how they treat the MacGuffin. Number 7. How not to use them, because this is almost as important a point to remember. And that is, you can't betray the reader's trust while using it. If you introduce it as vital and then dismiss it later without any emotional payoff, they may get pissed off at you and throw your book out the window across the room or light it on fire. It cannot be used to solve a case magically, and at the end, something along the lines of like a Deus Ex Machina. I did a video on that a while back. I'll have it'll come at the end somewhere along there. Anyway, you can't let it replace real detective work, or as real as it can be in a fiction story. What this boils down to is that if it feels like a cheat, it probably is. Kind of like the old theory of, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. 8. You can transform the MacGuffin as you go. Through the course of your story, you might find that your MacGuffin evolves, kind of like humans did. It could go from meaningless thematic evidence to thematic evidence. This could be a file once believed to be nothing important, that now exposes corruption in government or the police force or anywhere else. Or could still reveal a stolen item that reveals betrayal. And number 9, the final takeaways of this video. Remember that MacGuffins are tools, not shortcuts. They exist in your story to reveal character, create momentum, and force conflict. It is never about the object, but what people do because of it. In other words, if your story works when it is removed, well, you've used it correctly. I hope this helps you with your own writing. Drop a comment to let me know what you'd like me to cover next. I will see you in 7 days. Have a great day and a great week. So long, everybody.